This is a gathering that we have every year that we want to raise awareness of motorcyclists on our Louisiana highways. We find that 2/3 of the vehicle crashes are right-of-way violations by the motorist, and so we want to let them know that we're out there riding around, that we're your neighbors, your friends, your doctors, your heart doctor, and that we're out there riding, and we'll give y'all room and give us some room too. With the gasoline prices changed and all that, it's increasing, and it started again. Every time the gasoline prices go up, you'll see more and more motorcyclists.
What is the main problem when it comes to safety for motorcycles as they're driving in traffic?
Well, right-of-way violations, left turns in front of the motorcyclist, or at red lights, at intersections. Those are the two main areas that the people that get to where that I call it attention blindness, actually. They get to where that they so used to seeing cars, they don't actually see motorcyclists. That's what that comes about. There's people that's proven these facts. They do that in England. They've been riding in England for years, and they've got data that proves this.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's great to be with you, and when I got the letter asking me to be here, I immediately said I wanted to do this because we talk a lot about the many passions that Louisiana has, that people enjoy food and music and the great outdoors and festivals, and motorcycling is one of them. And clearly the evidence that you're here today certainly supports that. And I know the weather elsewhere in the state kept some more folks from getting here, but every chance I get to talk about what Louisianians are passionate about, I like to do it. And to gather together today and to try and draw attention to you and draw attention to the need for safety by the motoring public is very important. And so this month and today really is a time to draw attention for other Louisianians who don't ride about the fact that you're out there, and they need to be on guard, they need to drive defensively, they need to be careful and be on the lookout, because obviously most accidents are not necessarily caused by motorcyclists, they're caused by other people who are not watching and not paying attention. So I'm happy to be a part of this. I encourage you to keep doing what you're doing and what you enjoy. And when you're doing it, because you're on the road an awful lot, obviously, but because of your love for cycling, talk about Louisiana. We ought to have 4.5 million ambassadors for Louisiana, and everybody out there who is from this great state ought to be promoting Louisiana and all the things that we sometimes take for granted. And there are a lot of things in Louisiana that we do take for granted. And I mentioned the food, the music, the festivals. We only have 400 of them, by the way. If something walks, crawls, flies, or swims, we have a festival to salute it, and then we throw it in a gumbo and eat it. But those are things we ought to be proud of. And because you truly are road ambassadors for Louisiana, I ask you to do that. When you're traveling out of state, talk about Louisiana. Encourage people to come visit here. We'll be announcing later this week some great data about tourism. And really, you're part of tourism as well, because not only do you motor around inside Louisiana, you often go outside. And your colleagues from other states love the roads of Louisiana to come in here. And we want to make sure they know that there's a big welcome sign for cyclists from outside of Louisiana to come into our state and to know that this is a safe place to ride. And the fact that Jeff, the national president, is from Louisiana, the fact that this has been going on for so long and you've been able to get the attention of a lot of folks really represents the fact that people appreciate what you do and they need to be aware of what you do. So thanks for giving me the opportunity to join you today.
LSP, we're going to remain dedicated to keeping the highway safe for motorcycle users. And one way we do that is through the enforcement, but another way is through public education campaigns. We want to educate the public about the dangers of people being not of the dangers, but you know what I mean. We want to educate people about how to be safe around motorcycle users. Unfortunately, according to the Highway Safety Commission, last year alone we had 75 fatalities of people that were on motorcycles. Last weekend alone, Troop A, we worked 3 serious injury crashes involving motorcycles in one day. It was on a Saturday, and the Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office unfortunately worked a fatal. And so one way we're trying to curb that is through this public education campaign. Like somebody mentioned earlier, more and more riders are going to be out there, especially with gas prices remaining at high levels. We're going to have a lot of people out there on motorcycles. Unfortunately, a lot of them are probably going to be inexperienced riders. So we're trying to educate these riders on ways to remain safe. It's real easy. We offer the motorcycle operators course. It's real easy for people to sign up for them. Just go to our website, lsp.org. We've got a basic rider's course for people that want to get better at riding, and then also a advanced motorcycle course. We ask that people sign up for these courses and take them. Tell your friends about them. It's real easy to sign up for them. It's a real great program. Regardless of what course they take, it's only going to help them to be safe out there on the highways. LSP, State Police, we're going to continue to enforce the laws of this state to protect motorcycle riders. We're going to remain vigilant out there, finding the aggressive drivers, finding the ones who are breaking the law, or finding the ones who are riding without the motorcycle endorsement. We're going to strive to maintain that strong public education program as well. We just urge that motorists and motorcycle riders alike just stay vigilant out there, be aware of your surroundings at all times. We ask that people that are driving just be careful out there. I mean, motorcyclists, y'all know you're hard to see. We ask that you be careful in the intersections making the turns. All licensed drivers in our state, we all have the same rights, and regardless of what we're driving. So let's continue to educate the public on ways that we can stay safe out there. Thank y'all for having us.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
My wife and I were riding a motorcycle over by Toledo Bend on March 14th, 2010, and someone was riding in a rhino on the side of us on the shoulder, illegal to be on the road, cut in front of us and totaled our accident, real bad accident, and I'm actually lucky to be alive.
Tell us a little bit about the nature of your injuries and how long it took you to recover.
I'm still getting better all the time. I have a nerve healing. I had every bone in my face crushed. I got plates and screws. I had surgery to close a hole between my nose and my mouth. I have dislocated, I'm a dentist. I'm missing, I have some bones out of place in my wrist, but I can do dentistry all day long. I just got a new hip surgery last May. I'm still healing, but God wanted me to still be here, and by a lot of prayers and grace, I like motorcycle riding.
And what's your message to both motorcyclists and to drivers of automobiles and trucks?
Do not text while you're riding. Be sure you look twice or 3 times. If you just watch for everybody else, you'll be safer for not only motorcyclists, but for all the drivers and pedestrians in general.
My name is Ken Truell. I'm the Deputy Director for the Louisiana Highway Safety Commission. What the Commission does is acts as the state's highway safety office. Every state has an office that's responsible for receiving federal highway safety dollars, and we use those in sub-grants to fund traffic safety programs.
Tell us a little bit about your reaction to what you've seen and heard here today.
This is a great event. I was here last year, and this is a multi-year event. Motorcycle crashes make up a significant part of the crashes in Louisiana, and public awareness and rider education are key things that we can do. And we appreciate your interest today.
Unfortunately, a lot of accidents are caused because people don't give motorcyclists their space, and this is just designed to call attention to the fact that we've got a lot of motorcycle enthusiasts in Louisiana. It's one of the passions we have, enjoying the outdoors and kind of the wind in your face. But it's it's an awareness day, trying to get some media attention and draw attention to the fact that a lot of people like to ride, and that other drivers need to be careful and keep an eye out for motorcyclists.
May, this is a great month. It's Motorcycle Awareness Month in Louisiana. We just want to stress the importance to motorists out there that there are a lot of people on motorcycles. They're hard to see. Sometimes they come up on people without them knowing it. We just ask that they give them right away. Everyone deserves to have the same rights on the road. We ask that motorists give those motorcycles the same respect that they would expect.
What kind of tickets can be written to motorists who ignore the rights of motorcycles?
There's several different violations that people can be ticketed for. Failure to yield would be probably one of the biggest ones. Whenever those drivers go through an intersection without taking the time to see if somebody else, maybe a motorcycle rider, is in that intersection already. So that's probably the biggest violation that we would write when it comes to motorcycles.
What do you want people to remember 12 months of the year?
That the motorcyclists are out on our highways, and we'd appreciate you guys just giving us a little space, and we'll watch for y'all too.